Just ask Kate to phone an office manager. Alright, chat. Sorry, man. Late start. Traffic was backed up. It was just a bad day to be somebody that needs to go to the office, unfortunately. So I hope you guys had a better day than most people in Port Elizabeth, because, guys, starting on the back foot. But we are here nonetheless, just having to sort something out here on the side. Keegan's quickly doing that for us. But Chad, hope you guys had a beautiful weekend, and hope you guys are well rested. New month, new week. We are literally halfway into the year, and if you guys aren't ready yet, or you haven't done anything major or anything of significance this year towards your goals, it's never too late. It's that saying, sounds very cliche, but it's that saying of turn your one day into day one. That's as simple as it is. Just start and start building from there. But Chad, we are here and we are about to get started. I hope you guys had a magnificent weekend. Amina, Dylan, Slushy, Fubs, Anna D, Bevan, Dave, Matthew, Lyndon, Jeremy, good morning, Stefan, Suman, that random kid. Fubs, it is going to be a beautiful week. And Chad, if you have not done so yet, Project G is live. Please check the description in the link. The first call was done last night with Keegan, running through the fundamentals. Then on Wednesday evening, we've got our first bootcamp call as well. And just a lot of value that's going to be pumped out to the guys. We also have a meeting this week with Franshaw regarding the 2Gs indicator that's going to be available to the Project G members as well. And there's just a lot that we've got planned for you guys, so be sure to check that out. 750 Rand per month, but you get a 750 Rand coupon, so it's technically for free. We're subsidizing your membership. But Chad, let's get going. We are going to go into the... You guys haven't let me know, is the audio good? Let me know if you guys are happy with the audio. He's going to join you very shortly. I think I might need to get some light on my face here. Give me 1 second. Just expose myself a little bit. Yeah, much better. Alright guys, in Italy it is Republic Day. I don't even know what that is, but the Italians are having some pizza for breakfast, lunch and supper. We've got the Queen's birthday in New Zealand, so all my New Zealand friends and all my Italian friends, hope you guys have an awesome day. Then for the rest of the day, relatively flat. We just have some PMIs coming out in the US a little bit later, so just we'll make sure to keep an eye out for that a little bit later today. Tuesday, nothing too major. Factory orders coming out. Wednesday, also relatively flat. Some GDP coming out of Australia. I don't know how the economy is in Australia, but we'll see what's happening there. A lot of PMIs right through the deck on Wednesday, so we're going to see. Keegan, I didn't have the call, Chris. No, man. He did have the call. You might have missed it. Monetary policy statement on Wednesday for Canada, and then also some ISM services PMI on Wednesday. Thursday, nothing too major, just the ECB monetary policy statement. This is this Thursday. Expected to cut rates, Chad. Very interesting, 4.25. It seems the ECB is going to be the first one to flinch, Chad. Very weird. They were the last to start hiking, first ones to start cutting. Very interesting, guys. We're gonna chat about this on Wednesday. That's a big one. That is a big one on Thursday, guys. Think about that. Last to start the hike, first to cut. Very interesting. Then the monetary policy statement, press conference, 2:45 on Thursday, and then Friday, Chad, big one. Big one. We've got a lot of employment data. We've got employment data out of Europe. We've got employment data out of Canada. And then obviously the big one, employment data out of the US NFP on Friday, expecting a 180k. They setting up the dollar for failure again, but we're going to chat about it later in the week. But I can tell you already, they're setting the dollar up again unless this gets revised. But anyways, Chad, we are about to, and as always, my boy, all right. Okay, Chad. So DXY on the weekly. Keegan is going to join shortly, Chad. I'm not flying solo here. It's just sorting out. We had 2 new PCs ordered, so it's just checking. Luckily, those PCs got wet on the truck on the way here, so that is good. All the boxes are wet, so it's just checking that everything is fine. But yeah, DXY weekly time frame, Chad. Remember what I said last week? I was bearish. Why was I bearish? I was expecting something similar to happen. What happened here? What I feel like I'm sitting so high. I was expecting something similar to happen. What happened previous weeks, where we had a bullish closure, but then the next week we started to break lower. But very interesting to me going into an NFP week is that we took last week's low, we took last week's high. So we are literally stuck within this range. And I almost want to guarantee you, well, not guarantee you, I can't guarantee anything in trading. So I almost want to tell you that for the most part, I think we're going to be stuck in this range this week up until NFP. My idea that I would like to believe is that we are going to trade lower this week. I would love to see something like this ending the week with a nice red candle down here. And why do I say that is because last week, even though it took out a previous weekly high and low, it closed bearish. So my bias is still bearish on the week. It didn't close bullish. It didn't break structure to the upside. It didn't break structure to the downside. But nonetheless, if you look at the order flow in recent days and weeks, the order flow is still relatively bearish. On a daily time frame, I am bearish as well. Why am I bearish? Let me just do this. Ah, my goodness. Chad, we haven't even prayed. I was waiting for Keegan. Keegs, we just started, so we're going to pray because I want to pray over you, my brother. I want you to receive that blessing. Chad, you guys didn't even remind me. Oh, wait.
I felt like you just missed me, but
no. Keegan thought he's gonna miss the prayer, guys, but we waited for. We don't want Keegan to lay back in his old ways. The new Keegan, fresh and renewed. Look at the light. That man is. There's not even a light on him. That's just the radiance of his own natural light. Chad, but let's pray quickly here. We've got a lot of time, Chad. This is round one. Round one has not even started, but let's quickly pray. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. In Jesus' name, amen. And with that, 2 amens, and I'm solid. 2 amens, Suman, thank you. One more. Beautiful, Bevan, thank you. The word says, where 2 or more are gathered in my name, there I shall be. And also where there is agreement, there shall be power. And I think all of us are in agreement here that We want a better future for South Africa. We want a better future for ourselves. We want a better future for our families, for our country. And just everywhere where we go, we want to be a light, not just a religious light, Chad. Please remember that. There's people, forget religion for a second. There's people that are fighting depression, all of that. So just you shining a light, just being that person that just asking a simple question: how was your weekend? Are you alright? Are you fine? Simple stuff, Chad. Not even changing the world. Simple stuff. Anyways, let me not preach here on a Monday morning. Alright, daily for me, bearish. Why am I bearish? 2 consecutive bearish daily candle closures. And all of this is overlapping, and I would love if we can get a daily candle closure like this. I think we're solid. However, I'm thinking we're going to range a little bit, Chad. So unfortunately, we're going to need to see. But bearish on the day, 5-minute time frame. Let's quickly look at the 5. Nice little Asia range here. Asia lows down here. Asia highs up here. Keegs, I'm going to give you a little bit of time for you just to set up, so you can just let me know when you're ready.
Perfect, brother.
DXY, that's the Asia range. The 80 is starting to creep a little bit bearish, and I'm going to say I'm going to wait for the open. I'm not going to make any calls here. Apologies as of yet. US 30, let's check the weekly. Hang Seng closing up 2%. Massive run in China. Bulls are loose, and then also Nikkei up 1.13. So that is beautiful to see. A lot of bullishness in the equity market in Asia. So beautiful to see. US 30, very simple, bearish on the weekly. Why am I bearish? Because we closed bearish. We've got a massive wick to fill. I do expect us to potentially fill that a week and then later on flip during the week. Also very interesting for me is the fact that we closed bearish, but we closed bearish right up against this previous breakout area. However, I'm going to stick with my bearish outlook. Last week I was bearish. I'm bearish again this week. Daily time frame, however, is bullish. And you're going to say, Chris, how can you be bullish on the day and bearish on the week? Very simple. Think about it this way. Every candle has got a top wick and a bottom wick and a body. This could be the top wick for the weekly to then flip bearish. So daily, bearish engulfing, bullish engulfing. Also didn't take out a previous low, so this is not a swing low for me. I'm expecting us to potentially come all the way back here to retest this breakout zone and then to continue bearish. So bullish on the day. 5-minute time frame. What do we have? We have when was this? Holy, 9:45 on Friday. Keys, what happened 9:45 on Friday? Was there some comments that slipped out of the...
No, I don't know, bro. I wasn't
Sure.
paying any attention that time.
Okay, chat. 9:45, the bulls in the US were loose. They were loosed. Okay, NASDAQ, US 30, nothing here for me as of yet. Gonna wait for the open. 80 is looking relatively bullish. We don't trade this out of session, but we're gonna see where we trade a little bit later. Weekly NASDAQ, very simple. We are neutral. We are neutral. And I'm going to tell you why I'm neutral. I'm neutral simply due to the fact, neutral to bullish. This was the first retest of this breakout zone, as you can see there, guys. Also, last week's candle didn't take out a previous weekly high. So this is not, no liquidity taken. This is not a reversal for me. This is purely just a correction, a pullback. So neutral to bullish. And then daily time frame. What is on the daily? Daily for me, I want to say bullish because here's the thing. Massive bottom wick already starting to break above Friday's high. So I'm going to say bullish with the condition of we need to stay above Friday's high to maintain this bullishness. So this key level, we need to hold that to continue bullish. Very simple for me. So on the 5-minute, if we cannot hold above that key level where we're trading now, I think we're coming back lower. So keep that in mind. If you want to be very, very aggressive with the Asia flows we've had, maybe not now in London, maybe in London, I don't know. But just purely looking at China, looking at Japan, things could be relatively bullish. You're going to see the JSE is going to open up, gap up in the next 3 seconds. Let's actually see that, Chad, as the markets open up. Let's check the JSE. I think it's going to gap up. Let's check the JSE. Not a massive gap. What is that? That's not even a gap. 0.1. Okay. But a lot of bullishness just coming from Asia. So there's even a strategy if you were focusing on what I've been saying all this time. If China's doing well, the JSE is going to do well. So purely just looking at, there you go. You could have bought the open 0.67, 480 points anyways, Chad. This is the type of stuff that Project G will get hold of, reading these correlations. But back to business here. NASDAQ, so that's the key level there. And gold, let's quickly, Chad, sorry man. Let's just open up these markets. Chad, markets are open and in motion. Round one, ding, 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 ding. Fight. Okay, gold. And then I'm going to go over to Keegs. All right, Chad, gold on the weekly. Last week I was bearish, and the bearish play worked out relatively well. This week, still bearish. And you're going to say, Chris, how can you still be bearish? We haven't flipped bullish yet, and also look at this range that we can fill out. So very interesting that we've already broken last week's low. So I'm going to be very honest with you guys. If we start breaking the current weekly high, then I'm thinking we're going bullish. So this level here, make a big note of it. Whenever we get to 23.31, that is when the bulls are going to be back in the game. But up until then, I'm still bearish on the week. Daily time frame, beautiful bearishness here. And you can see here Friday breaking that intermediate structure there, also breaking this higher time frame structure here. Only thing though is we didn't really convincingly break below this level. So look at this, Chad. So very interesting that we are now at that level. So it's going to be a tricky one here, but let's keep that in mind. Still bearish on the day. Let's do this. Bearish on the day. Bearish, there we go. And then what I want to see on the lower time frames is what are we doing in terms of Asia ranges. Let me just clean up some of these zones. Keegan is still going to show me those zones because this man made some bank. I'm actually borrowing money from him. So if you guys want to borrow money, he's actually starting his own loan shark business. He's loaning money, short-term loans at 100% interest rate. It seems business is good. He just said if I still want to walk after a week, then I just need to pay him back. I'm kidding, Chad. Gold. So already that's the monthly pivot. Okay, there's a new monthly pivot. So Asia lows, low of the week. I want to maybe see this thing pull back. So I'm going to be inclined to maybe buys. Otherwise, if we're going to continue lower, I'm going to say the weekly lows. But for now, Asia lows. And then anything above Asia highs is fair game for the bulls. So Keegs.
Already, brother.
There you go.
Let's start off with DXY, guys. So DXY going into this week, I'm definitely taking a more bearish outlook. So what we're going to look at here, guys, is obviously the daily key level. So we've been coming back down to the downside. We've obviously started here, had our retest turn bearish. So definitely seeing that move start coming in here. As you can see, bearish, we literally have a copy and paste. So at this point, bearish pullback, and last week, being a little bit of a game changer, but obviously we know that was a month end, not driven by a lot of news events, so market's not really having that volume to break major levels. As we go into today, even though it's Monday, we still have news events from today, almost this whole week, so going to be a very, very high volatile week here for the dollar. So what we can be looking at is obviously this key level. So we are bearish, but this zone, quite frankly, is the make or break for me with DXY. We can see on the lower time frames, we have traded down, taking Asia lows, Asia highs, retest Asia highs, hold down daily pivot EQ very, very nicely over there. So what I would look at is trading back down now. That key level, if this key level doesn't hold a support and goes back to the bull side, if we start breaking, coming back down, we're going to aim for these weak Asia lows, taking that and trading downwards for those lows of the days and start trading towards that weekly supply. So definitely a more bearish outlook on the dollar. When we go over to NASDAQ, guys, this is where it starts getting a little bit interesting. We said we are more bullish, purely from the perspective being, I'm not going to go too much in depth because that is kind of, again, what the Project G was for. The guys and us having a very, very nice talk about this. So if they were there, this call so far being pretty much spot on from last night. So what we are seeing is that retest, almost the fake out, the retest of the support, holding this and then trading bullish now. So what we will want to see is that break over there. So that is the confirmation. This right here is our bull continuation. So we can see that coming into play right here, taking out those highs, the close above in this level of support. So what we are going to be looking for over here is two simple things. We want to be holding above this zone going into the session. If anything, we can the high of the day made now, trade downwards, holding Asia lows, but we want to see it specifically hold this weekly pivot to go bullish then into New York session. Otherwise, this can purely start trading bullish as long as we hold above the Asia highs and the support level. Reason being, you will see that on US 30 as NASDAQ almost basically being a lagging indicator for us. So when we go to US 30, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. But if we do start trading down, obviously if dollar does start holding that daily key level and dollar does go bullish, we can see the bearish move going back down purely for our daily pivot EQ. As we do have that massive wick. But again, because if that is a rejection, this oral right here would be the fake out. A lot of guys trying to aim for this, but if we are rejecting and flipping on the charts, that will be off the table for us. So very, very simple. We don't want to see any breaks under Asia lows, but if we want to see the bulls continue for the day, definitely as long as we start holding above Asia highs and this level of support, we can see that move come. Over to US 30. Definitely a much more bullish outlook. Reason being, as you can see, as I was talking about NASDAQ being a lagging indicator, we've already held our level of support and the big bullish move and now turning bullish again. So we always talk about we don't want to play with knives. As long as you don't want to catch a falling knife, you don't want to catch a flying knife. And this thing is just super, super momentum back to the bull side. So again, we have these levels of support back up here. Weekly resistance, nice and close to us. So the fact we already have our weekly pivot, what we can look for with US 30 is already what's happening here now. Traded to this key level, holding this key level, almost sitting in the highs of the day. I'd actually want to see a bit of a sell off, even take it Asia lows. But if we could even have a move possibly back down to this weekly pivot, hold that as support, and that's where we'd look to go long for the rest of the day. So again, as Chris said, kind of setting those opposite wicks. So when we look at knowing it is Monday, this momentum could literally just be the bottom wick for the rest of the week, and we can start trading bullish moving forward. And then lastly, guys, gold. When we look at gold, I am actually more bearish, similar to what I said to the guys last night, but also pretty much neutral. So I'm bearish because technically and with momentum and that, you got to be looking at those sells, taking note of it. We did take out these lows over here and we are on our level of support. Again, showing us momentum with us, good chance it was going to hold, and that was that straight onwards momentum. So as again we spoke about, we wanted to see that straight downwards momentum as the markets open, almost having a quick pullback set to Asia highs and trading down below. So you got our weekly supply over here, very close to our S1. And again, this level, psychological level, 2300 flat that we want to be taking note of. So two things, guys. We either can have this pullback here, where again, I think we could have a retest of that zone, hold this rejection from the breakaway, and we can actually trade back down for this weekly supply, possibly even the weekly key level again if we see DXY start holding that key level. Then once we're there, this is the make or break, this 2300 this week for me, where I'm likely to either see if we are going to go bullish, same thing, back above this weekly supply, and we can trade bullish back towards our weekly pivot and then back up. Otherwise, we can see that downwards momentum if we give in here to 2300. But in either case, if we don't even go bearish to that point, if we start holding above here, I will start looking for the buys, obviously taking Asia highs untested, weekly pivot, daily pivot, and our EQ nice and above us here at this 2340 area, which we know has been quite an influential area on gold for us. So that's basically all the possible outlooks. But again, Monday, very early in the sessions, start of the week, so not going to be too hasty on anything. But that is everything from my side.
Keegs, thank you so much. Beautiful. Just going to finish up the last bit here. GBP USD weekly time frame holding above that 200. AB roller candle still closing bullish. So big thing for me is if we can hold this 200 level 12720, we can continue bullish. I'm still bullish on the week. Was bullish last week. Very, very simple. Daily time frame, we are stuck within this minor range. We talked about it last week. So anything above here, bullishness. If we cannot get above 12750, we are going to pull back all the way down here, 12688. And then I think if we're going to trade back here, Chad, we're going to break this level, because purely looking at it once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, it's not getting away. If it's not going to get away, it is going to tank through that level. So interesting, relatively neutral. Daily time frame for me is still neutral. We're still within this range. 5 minute real quick. Let's look at it. Asia lows down here. Daily pivot down here. 80 starting to fizzle and crack a little bit here. 15-minute shuffle. We've got 4 minutes left. Question is, are you ready to take a trade at the weekly low? I don't know. On a Monday, no major data coming out. Not interested, Chad. Feel free to take that trade. But for me, I am not, thank you so much. I'm not part of this gang here. This is the let me start my week off on the back foot gang and maybe cry a little bit and spill some milk while I'm drinking my coffee. But anyways, we'll see how this develops. It is a valid setup. It is a valid short setup. Chad, it's Monday. Let's not get into too hastily. Euro USD weekly. This is the let me get back to my 9 to 5 weekly candle, taking out a weekly low, a weekly high, and the small little body is telling me I need to get onto indeed.co.za. Let me update my CV. Let me try and get back into corporate type of candle. And then on a daily, the weekly is not bullish, Chad. The weekly is it is actually bullish. It is still bullish. New high, pulled back, closed bullish, holding above this most recent area of resistance. So we're going to see what we do there. Daily time frame is also bullish. 2 consecutive bullish daily candle closures above the monthly pivot. And I just want to change the song. Unfortunately, we need to just work with what we have here. Bullish on the day for me. Euro USD, believe it or not, is bullish, but still in an ugly range, chat. So this is the ugly range we are talking about. This is way uglier than some of my ex-girlfriends. I don't have a lot, but the few I had. Anyways, let me not get into trouble here today. Many asking me, how did I get my wife? I don't know. Maybe she felt a little bit sorry for me. Anyways, Chad, Asia lows have been taken. Asia highs have been just nipped back inside the range. We've got the half round number here at Asia low, so we're going to see how that works out. And then very quickly, USD JPY weekly time frame. We're going to finish it up here very quickly for you guys. On the weekly, still bullish. Cannot be bearish on that. So weekly is bullish for me. Daily time frame for me is also bullish, because we had a new high created. We closed bullish above this previous breakout zone. So I'm bullish on the day. 5 minute time frame. I do apologize for the Asia comment. It's just a little bit of cotton mouth here, a lot of talking. in a meeting beforehand and now also talking again. Weekly pivot, daily pivot, very simple for me, Chad. Let's see what we do. Quite a big zone here. What is this? A 10 pip zone. We're going to monitor that zone going into the session. Weekly GJ. Okay, so wick has been filled. Are we going to start looking for those shorts? I don't know. I'm still bullish on the week. We haven't reversed on the weekly as of yet. Daily time frame. Very interesting. Look at Chad. We already tested that flat body resistance area. We're rejecting it now. I'm still going to be neutral. Again, bullish above this previous area here. So I can only be bearish on the daily. If we close something like this, then I can be firmly bearish for a nice pullback, a nice correction. 5 minute time frame, 80 is starting to fizzle here. We've got a 225, we've got the 200, big level down here, Chad. Close to the 200, weekly pivot, everything is happening here. So we're going to see what happens at that zone there, the red zone. And then last but not least, EJ. Chad, here's the thing. EJ has yet to fill that weekly wick. So I'm going to still go with bullishness for EJ. Daily looking a lot stronger than GJ though. But we're going to need to get through this daily resistance level. So I'm actually going to make a nice little white line for me. Still bullish on the day. 5 minute. Let me just do this. I just want to make this very clear that this is a key level. Daily resistance level. Asia highs have been taken. Okay. We've got the half round number here at Asia lows. 80 is starting to fizzle a little bit. Yeah, Chad, let's see how it develops. Maybe some shorts below here. Maybe some shorts just to create that bottom wick on the weekly. Just to do a little bit of a pullback. As you can see with the yen pairs, a lot of times you can have quite aggressive pullbacks. What is this? That's not a lot. 44 pips. Last week had a massive bottom wick. Go watch last week's analysis on NASDAQ on Friday. I think it was Friday or Thursday. Where we didn't have a top wick. And I said, just be very careful. I think we can come and create a top wick to then flip bearish. But I didn't expect it to close like this on Friday. But Chad, there we go. We are locked in and loaded here for another session. Very interesting election results. I don't know how you guys feel about it. I was very... I'm going to be very honest with you. I was very pessimistic going into the elections, and just purely due to what I've seen in the past. And I think this was the 4th time I voted. Is it the 4th? Yeah, the 4th time I've voted, and every single time it's like a non-event. Still the ANC having the majority rule. But all of a sudden, Chad, things have changed. So not that it's changed yet, but there is change, and any form of change is good because we're not going with the status quo. So that is beautiful. Just to know that maybe things can change a little bit. That we've always talked about it, the hope aspect. All of a sudden, there's like flip. There's some hope that things could maybe change, even if it's. Maybe it's not even major, maybe it's even a tiny bit of change, but that's just going to give all South Africans that little bit of hope, that breathing room to say things could maybe, it could be different. So yeah, I'm a little bit excited, a little bit cautiously optimistic. Is that the right thing to say? Is that the diplomatic wording for it? Cautiously optimistic. I'm definitely cautiously optimistic for South Africa at this stage. And again, I told you guys, I will stick around as long as it's still possible to make a living here. It is still our country, guys. And as much as people being overseas say, oh, they're so lucky, the opportunities are so amazing here, they actually want to be here, back in South Africa. So don't let them talk kak and say, oh, it's so lekker here in New Zealand. Yeah, dis lekker hier. Julle wil terugkom Suid-Afrika toe. Alright, guys. Here we go. The winds of change are blowing through the lands. It sounds like a movie title or the beginning of a movie. Just do this.
Incoming mail.
Chat, sorry man, let me get into the chat here. Chris, Keegan, I hope you're well. Do you perhaps know the time call will be on Wednesday? Just have a few things, so just want to make sure. Andre, me and Keegan actually chatted about it very briefly this morning. Keegan mentioned, Keegan is just sitting here, guys. It's just sorting something out there. Keegan mentioned to me that the majority of the guys said they want to do an evening call. So I'm more than happy to do an evening call. I don't know if Keegan said 7. Keegs, what do you think? A 7?
I said to the guys, we will do evening. We'll just discuss what time works best for everyone.
What do you think? Like, you don't want to do too late because then almost you're not locked in. You also don't want to do it too early. I feel like 7 is that happy medium. Like,
yeah, we definitely can work around it. For me, either way, bro. Like, I'm at that position where if I have to, I'll even take my laptop with me to gym, for example. Because obviously I'm at gym for long. I don't gym that long, but I'm there. I'll go sit downstairs at Kauai and do the call from there if I have to.
Oh shit, yeah, you.
While Kate's in prep, because I'm at gym for like 3 hours. Yeah.
Do you think 9 is too late?
Even if it was like,
we'll chat to the guys.
Yeah, we'll chat to the
7.
guys. But even if it was like 8:30 again, like what we did last night.
Yeah.
I think if we can always just give guys the time ahead, obviously they can plan for it. But we'll just see what time works for everyone. But right. I'm prepared to do whatever I need to do to be there for the guys.
Chris Bro was more motivated about SA potential when you shared the billionaire's investment into his house and runway. We can live good here. Jeremy, yeah, that's the thing, bro. We don't have to make money, guys. Please note. You don't have to make money. Money is minted with the Reserve Banks printed. You just have to collect money. And there's so much money going around in circulation. So I don't know where we got with the thing that we need to make money. You can't make money. You can collect money. And you need to ask yourself, how do I collect that money? How do I collect that wealth? We spoke about it. It always sounds simple, but this is how simple business is. You register a business, you register a payment gateway or whatever it is you want to do. You basically market your service and you get people to pay for it. That is business. That is the 4 easy steps of business. You just need to find an problem that's quite a big problem that you can provide a solution to, and you've got a business. That is what people pay for. People saying that, oh, I don't know, there's not a lot of opportunities. Guys, there's guys doing business on a business. I've seen it now last week. So there's a company that does a lot of automated CRM stuff. Then there's another guy that's doing consulting services to basically help you to use that service. So it's not even his product. He's just a specialist in how to use the product. So for instance, Google Ads on Facebook, you can pay somebody to help you with Google Ads. Google Ads is there for you to use. But if you don't know how Google Ads work, you can get a specialist that's going to show you, and he's consulting in that because he's a specialist. So there's literally ways. I even told you there's guys with a big following that's asking you money to post on their stories. So if you've got a big enough reach, you pay X amount of dollars and they will post your business on their stories because they get X amount of impressions. There's so many ways to make money. I think we are just very, a lot of times, so lopsided in our thinking. Morning 2Gs, good morning. Chris, sorry Gs, I missed last night's meeting. No stress, Rian, there's still going to be a lot of them. Do not stress. You got a nice problem to solve. Everyone wants to make money trading. Yeah, it is a nice problem to solve. Rushay, are you Franny or Frana or Francois on data or Steam? Just let me know. 8 o'clock to 8:30 would be good. 7 p.m. is good. We'll maybe Christian and K Rizzle, Neil. Goeiemorgen. Keegs, how can I get pips count on TradeView the same as the Vault markets? Alright. My shorts got stopped at BE. Gold pumping. Why is gold pumping like this? Alright. Let's see DXY starting to make a move now above that daily pivot level. US 30 going for the Asia lows. NASDAQ, what did I miss here? Just want to work through Chad here. Bullish on NAS, Chris. Tokyo Sims, bullish on NAS. I am bullish on NAS, believe it or not. I am. Looked at the focused look on Keek's face. The man is locked in, Chad. Making prop firm money on his personal accounts. Man said, what is prop firms? Never heard of her. Indices sank Friday. Open and a close of indices pumped. Yeah, Fubs, I don't know what happened there. It must have been some comment. Does Project G include a 5K or 10K? No, bro, but it includes a 750 Rand coupon.
All right, there we go. Sorry, Chad. I'm just making sure all the new guys that were for today are added in. We are staying on top of these things even though we're doing it manually.
You guys keep me going. I don't fun put. I will be watching all Tokyo Sims. Thank you so much, my brother. How was your guys' weekend? Actually, weekend was good. Just a lot of rain. I think it was on Saturday. Me and my mom still said, you really hurt for somebody that's living on the street in the weather like this, because it was cold, Chad, and yeah, we'll do something. Yeah, we'll definitely as a business do something for the less fortunate as well. Again, we won't post it like these other fuck boys that want to grab attention. Like, we'll do something, but you don't have to always. You guys know how I feel about this when you walk with your phone. Like, hey guys, you see all these homeless people here. I'm just gonna give them a blanket and some food. Yeah, please like my story so I can boost my own ego because I help somebody less fortunate. No, Chad, that should be standard. Shouldn't be a thing that you even make it like a social media thing. Helping other less fortunate people should just be a normal way. It shouldn't even be like, oh yes, Chris is so amazing. Kyk hoe help hy hierdie minder bevoorregte. No, it shouldn't. I shouldn't even talk about it. It should be normal. I don't know when we got to the stage where we make a meal of it. Absolutely sickens me. The Forex elitement. Chad, Big Shack has landed in P. That's why the weather is so cuck. He brought that weather from Cape Town. I'm kidding, Chad. But yeah, Big Shaq has landed. The man literally, the man is already being tested a little bit. Landed on Saturday evening. Massive rains. Whole of P was out. Electricity went out at 11. Only came back on, I think, around about 10 o'clock Sunday morning. So the man has already worked that faith muscle a little bit. But Big Shaq is in the building, Chad. Actually going to grab a lunch with him later today. The man is in Cubera. Chris, I hope you're well. Okay, let me just see. All right, Chad, I think that's most of it. That's most of the chat. Don't let the right hand see what the left hand. Carl, 100%. 100%. I don't know why. I know a lot of people. I'm not even going to say names. But when we chat, they want to tell me how much money they've given for charity and this and that. And I'm like, my dude, just shut your mouth. Just keep quiet. Alrighty. Guys, gold rejecting that daily flip zone. Very interesting. 23.25. We're going to see what we do here at this level. Man, I lost 70k work equipment. Alright. Shaq, but we'll chat at lunchtime, my brother. Looking as yesterday and as, would you not take the loss of moment as a new high? Looking as US 30 and NAS, would you not take the loss of moment as a new high? Sorry, man, Ryan, if you can just rephrase that. Sorry, man, I'm not 100% sure. Are you saying, should I not look at the loss of momentum at a new high? Remember, it's not a loss of momentum when you create a new high. Remember, this is how market structure works. If you're in a bullish market, what happens at a new high? A new high gets created, and then a higher low needs to be created. So that is just normal, healthy market order flow. That is why I've always talked about session highs and session lows. A lot of you that trade the so-called market maker method, it's actually very simple. A new high is either going to be reversed purely due to that being the last push, that being the last little bit of juice being squeezed out, and then the bulls saying, listen, yeah, I want to get out. I've been in this move for weeks, months, days, hours, whatever, and they sell into it. That is very simple. That is how you get these market maker cycle structures, liquidity grabs, whatever you want to call it. So that is when we are in a trade and I'm busy managing a trade, I always say, guys, let's say we took a trade from this level. I always monitor the session highs because the only two things can happen here, Chad. It's a 50-50 probability. What can it do? It can create a new high and continue higher with volume. Or what's going to happen is it's going to give you a short little burst, and by that time you go break even and it's going to reverse. So it's literally only two scenarios that can happen at session highs or session lows. So you don't need to do Steve Mauro's course on Beat the Market Maker. You just need to understand levels of intensity in the market where the algorithm, and when I say the algorithm, the majority of these big hedge funds are purely algo driven. So I don't know if you know, a lot of these algos, if you go and watch this gentleman here, Steven Van Meter, let me just show you guys. He talks about it a lot of times. At the start of the week, he's got some data as what banks do. So if you go here, Steven Van Meter, and he will tell you, for instance, he's got the back-end data, what Bank of America, what Goldman Sachs are going to do, and it gives you insight as to how their algos are set for the week. So the algos, let me just see if he has some data for us here. Okay. I just want to see if I can find some of that algo data. Okay, sorry, I just want to see. No, he hasn't given that. No, I'll find it for you, Chad. But how it works is, let me just show you. Sorry, Chad, we're going to go back to the charts now. Okay, let's quickly check here. I just want to show you how it looks like, Chad. Okay, hasn't done it in a while, I wonder. Okay, anyways, Chad. But basically what it works is, for instance, the algo, let's say NFP on Friday. The algos have already been set a dollar amount. Let me just
back just in time.
Let me just put on something else here. What is this?
We're 80 away from 9K, brother.
Chad, listen here. Okay, today we've got some time left. We are going to push for that 9K. We said nine $10,000 accounts will be given away today. So, Chad, two orders of business here today. 9K. I really want us to start pushing. I'm going to put the counter on here as well. We're going to give away, if we hit 9K today, we're giving away nine $10,000 accounts on Vault Funders. So that's the one order. Second order, I quickly want to talk about the algos. So think about it this way. Goldman, let's talk specifically Goldman Sachs. Goldman Sachs has already told their algos that there's three scenarios. And in that three scenarios, let's call it SC1, let's call it SC2, let's call it SC3. So in SC1, if it's a major if it's a major beat above consensus, this algo will sell X amount of buy X amount of dollars. Let's say 50 billion. Scenario 2 is a neutral position, and then, for instance, the algo will only buy, let's say, 10 billion. And then in scenario 3, let's say it is a massive downside miss, they will actually short, let's say, $75 billion of dollar options. And then all three of these scenarios, there's a dollar amount that is allocated towards that scenario. And then the algo is also targeted in terms of ranges. Let's say scenario 1, they will buy the dollar if the numbers come out between 200 and 250. That is why some of you don't understand. I'm not saying you don't understand the algo, but it's very straightforward. It's not this taboo thing what ICT made it. Oh, the algo, this. Bro, it's simple. Anything, even if it's algorithm driven, there needs to be a set of minimum requirements. There needs to be a set of trigger points. For instance, the trigger here is the headline number. Not doing anything if it's, say, between 175 to 200. And then, for instance, massive sells, anything between, let's say, 145 to 80, for instance. And that's how simple it is. It's not this, I don't know, the guys make it, ICT makes it this fairy tale land thing, but that's how simple the algorithm is. Keegs, are we 80 away? Let me just bring that up, Chad. We're gonna really drive this thing home here today. We did it last time, and I'm honestly gonna fight here for that 9K today, because we want to give those accounts away here today. Let's just get the sub counter up. Keeks, do you think we can do it?
Yeah, bro. I think this is your turn though. You've given me the time. How many times? Like, bro, your job today
Yeah,
is
but
just
remember,
get us over the line.
but
This is
listen,
your job today.
So I think we even now, because the one I think that you pushed us to 5K. Yeah, 5K. You pushed us to 5K that one afternoon.
Yeah.
Then for 7K I pushed us, and then now for 9K both of us are gonna push. So we might hit 10K today. Feeling cute, might hit 10K. Chad, then for 10K, we've already promised you guys 24-hour stream. 10K.
Hey,
And
I think for that one, we're gonna make that one dope. I think for that one, because our boy's in town now, and I know he's here, so you can't hide in the chat there. He can be here with us for 24 hours.
so what we're gonna do, we're gonna do two things. Each of us will start a funded account. That's the one thing. We'll start a funded account. We will trade those funded accounts with you guys, and we'll also do a live account. And let's say, for instance, it's 5K each, and what we'll do is, in that time, whatever profits we make, that will go to charity. Are you happy with that, Keegs?
I'm happy with that. That can work.
All right, chat. So we will chat about that. Maybe we'll do 3 accounts where we will give or myself and whoever will basically fund those accounts for charity. So it's not the lad's own money. I'll chat to Vault Markets, and I'll chat. We'll do something, Chad. But for 24 hours, we will be trading, live streaming, seeing how much money we can make. Hopefully not lose, but again, we're gonna attack it as it comes. I think that will be dope. All right, guys, 8,928. Let me just bring that up again here. Oh, okay, that's not what I want to do. Chat, I'm just going to wee quick. I'll see you guys now. Gold, just waiting here. DXY as well, just waiting. You haven't missed anything. We're going to see what we do here at the daily pivot. Remember, I'm looking potentially short on the day, and therefore on gold, 23.30, very easy buys for me. Very aggressive buys here. And then also GBP USD. As mentioned, I'm not interested selling the low of the week or the high of the week on a Monday. Do I want to buy it? Absolutely not. But I'm first going to wait for a daily low to be established. And then if we reject here, at least I've got a target. So if I short there, at least I can say we can retarget the lows. Why? We already spoke about what does the market maker cycle look like that a lot of you guys talk about. The market maker cycle looks like this, Chad. If it is going to reverse, then from here it's going to do that. But then we've taken our position. That is why I know, for instance, a market will not just bottom out like this. You'll see some type of liquidity being grabbed. And that is the thesis to retarget the session lows. Because if we get that, then we've at least grabbed our 1-to-1 or whatever it is. But I'm just going to run to the bathroom. I'll see you guys now. It is just a wee. It is not a poo, if you were wondering. But 10K, we need 73 more subs. We're going to push that now. We're going to push it hard.
Hey, let's see if
But
we
we'll
get
see
there.
you guys. Keeks, just over to your screen.
Perfect, brother. All right, guys. So far, as I said, we're looking at gold trading up, as I said, holding this area. We want to see it come back down for that 2300. So personally, if we even see the break here underneath Asia lows, I already start getting a bit happy. We could even possibly look at a short here, but it would be more. I'm not going to swing, obviously. Even though 2300 is the plan, depending on how big our stop loss is, we'll probably go for like a 1-to-1, maybe a 1-to-2. We'll see how we're feeling. Maybe we feel cute. But that will be the plan of action here today. So definitely think we could get a possible sell here for London session. Let's see what's happening in the chat. Keegan, should we wait for those consolidations? Honestly, it's up to you, bro. Like I said, now I'm prepared to take a short, just knowing it's not a long-term type of position. I think for the guys, G's, yeah, a potential buy 23-21. Personally, bro, I don't know if I'd want to buy there. I'm guessing you doing a basically inverse head and shoulders. That's what you're looking at. If I'm seeing that, but yeah, I personally wouldn't, because the fact if you've tested it, failed at support, broken, couldn't get away, bouncing off rejection, this isn't looking good for a buy in that sense. Keys and Chris, for the streams, would it kind of be like a trade, see who can make the most between the boys? It will be a little bit of a competition. I don't know, maybe for ourselves we put something on the line, but I think it might as well just be a bit of maybe a bit of bragging rights. But that's the thing, we always talk about it, guys. There doesn't always have to be necessarily for us a prize. Like, I think we're all the same. We're boys at the end of the day. We're all competitive. Chris at a good level or high level of sports. I did, Shaq did, all of us. So we always said, like, for example, with these other guys, we'd love to do these things where it's just for fun. Like, for the community to sit back and watch us go at it with our trades and see who can do it. Either we're going to make bags or we're going to blow it very, very badly. But just to have a good time, laugh it out and see what happens. But again, we always talk about these other guys in the industry don't want to do that because, again, they make it a crime that if you take a loss, like, it's the end of the world. Where we can be like, bro, we were having fun. If you blow up, move on with life. So, yeah, I don't know. Maybe we'll put something on the line, but other than that, it might just be a bit of bragging rights and just make it fun for the guys.
What is that?
They were asking for the stream, like in the trade-off, would there be like who gets the most trades between the boys? Like, is there a prize type of thing at the end? And I was saying, not really. I think it's just a bit of bragging rights. I mean, how are we boys? Like, you just want to have fun and be a bit competitive, but we can put something on the line. But I think it's more just for fun and bragging rights.
The 24-hour stream.
Yeah. Like, if, for example, one of us, for example, passes the account, and like the other one maybe only gets like 5%, maybe the other one even blows up. But like, there's not like a goal at the end.
Chad, you know what we'll do? For that 24-hour stream, I'll chat to the tech team. If anybody pre-registered for that, we will have no limit minimum trading days. So you can literally get a payout after 24 hours.
That would be dope, bro. Go from phase 1, phase 2
to a payout.
To a payout. That would be insane.
Chad, I will chat to the tech team. We'll make it that you'll need to pre-register for the 24-hour stream, and then there's going to be no limits on those accounts.
We can kind of, you can flag those accounts that like for that period, for the 24 hours. If you can pass things in that 24-hour window, there's no limit.
Chad, you can literally go from a phase 1 to a payout. Literally a payout.
Bro, I think we would be one of the first to do that, but I think it would be so dope. That would be actually such an event.
Chad,
I think that's actually a dope idea for 10K.
We're going to have a pre-registration. You're going to need to have your account ready. We're going to need to... here's the thing though, because there's some logistics behind it. If you've got one account that you're going to try and push, you can only have that. If you've got 4 accounts, you can do 4 accounts. So all I'm saying is, for that event, get your accounts ready, but there's going to be no limits in terms of minimum trading days, no limits. The only thing we might need to do is I'll chat to the KYC department before we can issue the funded account. You'll need to do your KYC, but No limits. No limits. Gift Moses, please check the Discord, my brother. Entry setups in the Discord completely for free. If you go to the education section, let me just bring this across to the screen here. If you go to the education area, you'll see that all of the entry setups I look for is here. And please note they're not time sensitive. You can use them on an hourly, you can use them on a 4 hourly, you can use them anywhere you want to. They are valid right through the bank. And yeah, please check that out, Moses. Alright guys, DXY a little bit choppy here this morning. I just want to bring in a window capture here. Wait, sorry. A window capture here. Screen capture, window capture. Chad, what do you guys think of that sub counter? Okay, there we go. And Keegs, you know what we can also do is, I will set up a competition page purely for the 24-hour stream on Vault Funder. And then what we'll also do is we'll do a giveaway for the guy that makes the biggest return.
Hey, that would be dope.
Chad will do that as well. There'll be a competition page. But we've got some time to plan it, Kicks. Maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks. All right, guys, 9,000. If we can get to 9,000 here today, we're giving away $10,000 accounts here on Vault Funder. So let's push. Okay. Favor again. It's weird that you constantly shorting the S&P 500. Shipalani, you were short last week, and now you're shorting again. So you're shorting into a bull market, my brother. So just think about what is the long-term drift going to be on price. What is the long-term drift going to be on the S&P? So again, you're shorting. I don't know where you shorted, but again, we are in a technical bull market. So look at this. When I say what is the long-term drift, you can see what the long-term drift is. So my question is, why are you shorting against one of the strongest markets that we've seen? Look at what this long-term drift is. So just from an analytical point of view, are you better off shorting in something that looks like this or longing? Favor, I also mentioned it that there's a 100% probability that after every bear market we will take out the all-time highs. 100%. It's not even debatable. Every single bear market was then followed up by a new all-time high. So why are you shorting into this market? That is my question. Is it because of your spatial awareness that you feel like you're seeing price is at the top of your screen and you're seeing all of this open air down here? Is that why you're shorting? Because somewhere on Twitter somebody posted a chart like this, big crash incoming, this and that. Or why are you shorting? I'm just asking the question. I want you to frame your mind around that. So my analysis for this is on the weekly. Let's quickly look at it. Weekly, last week closing. We're going to have a big week because look at the tiny little body we had. So no top wick, already creating a bottom wick. So I'm going to be very honest with you. I think your shorts are going to get absolutely annihilated if we cannot trade below this level, 5257. For your shorts to have any type of validity, it needs to trade below that level. Otherwise, your shorts are going to be put on a Falcon 9 rocket powered by SpaceX, and it's going to send you into the margin call land, the Netherlands. So that is very simple. I'm just asking that question. I'm not hating on your short positions. I'm just I'm asking the difficult questions for you to ask yourself. Where can I get the Discord? Sorry, asking. Gift in the description of this video. If you go into the description of this live, right at the bottom, you're gonna see. All right, chat. Let me just put up something in the chat here. 9 times $10,000. All right, Chad, 9,000. We're just putting it out there in the universe. 9,000. What happened here? Was there some news that came out? Just a young gap candle here. 70 more, Chad. I know some of you get your mother, your sister, your brother, maybe even your grandfather or your grandmother. Get them onto YouTube now. It's never too old to learn. Get them on your chat. 9K incoming. And then next up, I'm excited for the 24-hour stream.
I'm keen for that, bro.
It gives me enough time to start chatting to my wife, soften her up. If I can soften her up now already. I hope someone betted on the fight. No, I didn't. I didn't even watch the fight. As the stream just get better and better, get those subs up, people. This is why Vault Funder is tops. Beautiful. Chris, what about just for the G membership? Still another scammer using Dorita's name. That will be freaking awesome. Stefanana, we wanna keep it for everybody.
What's this?
No, I think he said about the giveaways for that 24-hour stream.
Yeah, I think that would be for the everyone, because I mean the YouTube is everyone. So
okay, GBP USD starting to. All right, Chad. I didn't take any of this. I wasn't involved with any of this. 100% not in this. Let's see, 5 pips. Okay. UJ going into that zone now. Now starting to look somewhat bearish. All right. There you go. Breaks below weekly pivot. Nila sent me a 4-hour chart this morning. Look at this, Chad. 4 hours getting whacked here. There's that daily resistance level. Are we going to take some 4-hour positions here? Are we going to take some 4-hour positions here? Weekly pivot right here. Interesting, Chad. I'm keen for some 4-hour positions. If this 4-hour closes like this, then that's a valid break of structure. But it's a Monday. Same here with with euro. I would take some, because again, this is a valid break of structure on the 4-hour, breaking below that weekly pivot. GBP USD similar. Weekly pivot, how far below the weekly pivot are we? 27, that's not bad. But in all honesty, this is not a structure break, because from this low here, this is the structure low. That right there is the structure low. Because from that low, that's when we took out that high. So all of this is still correction. So while this remains intact, GBP USD can still flip bullish. Euro, same with Euro. This is the structure low. So all of this could just be a 3-wave pullback to correct. However, on UJ, if we do something like this, that is a valid structure break, because from that low there, we took out that most recent high. Same here. This is now a valid structure break. Weekly pivot, 200, 25. Anything as the stops are humongous. 91, 86. EJ. Let's check here. Okay, but this is not below the weekly pivot though. Alright, Chad, we've got some setups to look out for here. Keegs, are you bearish on gold, or bullish?
Bearish for now,
Okay.
but I'm bullish in the longer term, yeah.
Alright, Chad, we've got this 23.25, and very interesting. If we can get, this is the daily flip zone right here. That is where the daily flips bullish. And if we get another rejection off this level, very, very simple for me. Very, very simple. I'm just going to look for a break of structure lower then, and I will be taking this short. Because you can still see the 80. What is the 80? 80 is pointing down. Even though it's peaking above the 200 now, it is still bearish. Look at this little push up here. This was last week. Was it Friday? Yeah. Last week Friday, just giving that little pop and then started to trade down. I was looking for these longs. Unfortunately, it only came closer to COMEX. And then later in the session, I was looking for some type of reversal. Never got it, and just grinded lower up until the 80 started flipping bearish. And then that was too late for me on the Friday, so didn't take anything there. Whoa, as always, a little coffee spill here. All right, chat, 70 more. It seems like everyone here is subscribed. At least put something on Connor. It's going to be massive. Yes, bro. I think Connor is done, eh? The Fabs, bro. Dude, here's the thing. I don't think Connor beats Chandler. If I'm very honest, Connor is done, my bro. Connor is done. Connor is like Wilder. He is, as much as I love the dude, honestly, I love Conor McGregor, but Connor is done, guys. He should, he doesn't have that hunger. He's a billionaire. The lifestyle, the drugs, the women, the jets, everything. No, he's done. He's done. Mentally, that leg, you don't just come back from something like that. Somebody, for instance, just for instance, taking my rugby injuries I've had, mentally you need to play a few games to just even feel remotely comfortable with that injury. So I don't know, maybe Chad, I can't see him. Remember, Chandler's also, he's an athlete, and Chandler's got very good kickboxing as well, and I promise you he is going to nuke that leg. And Connor's going to be very, what's the word? In Afrikaans, versigtig. He's gonna try and protect that leg. And I can already tell you the strategy Chandler's going to impose on him is he's going to start chopping at the leg early. And then later on, he's going to mix it up. So when he goes he's going to fake a leg kick. Connor's going to try and block low. And he's going to open up high. So they're literally just going to chop and change between the levels. Chopping the leg, Connor opens up the head, chops the head. Connor opens up the head, chops the leg. Connor's got a weakness coming into this fight, and that leg is a major weakness. Fabs, also the Dustin Connor thing I think is cooked, eh? After Dustin dusted him twice, I don't think a fourth one. If the trilogy went Connor's way, but that's also I think Dustin is done after that loss over the weekend. It's just very weird that he didn't defend. I think he got loose in that fifth round. Not defending the grappling on those guys. Khabib, not his brother or his cousin, whatever, but I just hate it, bro. The fighting style on Khabib and all of those guys. I absolutely hate it. Juju's training, I would say if he loses to Chandler this fight, then I can see him. Yeah, no, I should actually, if I was him, I would have never come back. Like, he's starting to rip a little bit into his legacy. If you go, for instance, and you go check Conor McGregor's last 6 fights, I think he only won one. So the last fight, okay, so Donald Cerrone and then Eddie Alvarez. So he only fought, how many times is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Basically 5 times in the last 9 years. Okay, so he's got a 3-5, lost 3, 1, 2 out of the last 5. Oh yeah, the last one was a stoppage. Oh, that lost a young leg snap. Alright, Chad, here we go. Dude, I saw that. Kevin Holland. Ooh. Just a bad day to be an arm. UJ. What is this music? All right, guys, gold. Let's see what gold does here. Chris, are you still testing the US 30 strat? Some days it feels like there's no entry criteria. Your thoughts? Andre, I don't want to say I've given up on that. I was still testing on Friday. I actually, on Friday, wait, let me go here. I must actually just go and do a lot of back testing on it as well. Where was Friday? Let me just go to Friday. Friday's one was Friday's one was messy. Holy smokes. So we had this Friday. That was the block we were working on. So I'm actually gonna go and back test it just to get some type of stats. Okay, there was the open candle. We opened up 1530. We broke higher, and I took the bars here immediately. Just nuked, straight up nuked. Was quick haircut, as quick as they come, and then afterwards it broke lower, breaking that structure. So I might even look at some type of 15-minute shuffle. I'm actually going to just use that little data set that we've got now already, and I'll do a little bit of an analysis on that data set. But looking at this, then we broke structure lower here, so technically then you should have shorted here. That should have been your short, and then from there it would have been an easy one. So you, if I stayed around long enough, it would have been a break-even day, but it was Friday. I was ready to head out. So I'm thinking I need to go and backtest and see the 15-minute shuffle, because here's the thing. If you waited the 15 minutes, you would have taken the short and not the long, because here's the low that got taken out. Let me just do the line chart. There's that low that got taken out. So that was a nice little short there. I still feel like there's some validity in it. I just need to tweak it a little bit. And already what I'm feeling is the 15:30, the shuffle. We need to literally wait up until 15:45. After this, then you start looking for positions. Wait. Okay, let's see. Daily flip zone chat. Hi Chris, please can you assist? I've passed 2 VF challenges. I've been provided with my live logins. I tried to sign the agreement but can't complete the whole process. How do you get verified? My brother, please email support@vaultfunder.trade. They will make sure that you get through it. But remember, the online signing, it's just something you need to do on the back end at agreements. Just a tick there. So please just email support. If you are not sorted by this afternoon when we do the New York session, then I will jump in. But other than that, we've got very capable people dealing with your request. I backtested it from just before the 2 weeks you showed us, and it was not that profitable. Are you saying you tested it the 2 weeks now? The last 2 weeks it was not profitable. I think you would have been down 2R technically. What's going on with Rydal Brothers? Saw the man on a live crying and like breaking down. Really? When was this, bro? When did he... Keeks, do you know anything of Rydal?
Nah, bro, I haven't seen anything. Last I saw about him was he made a little story addressing the stuff that happened at that event. Obviously, of
Yeah.
him being with other guys and that. But other than that, he's been quiet. I haven't seen him on my stuff, bro.
Yeah, Chad, I still told Keegan, I sent Rydell lost this thing. Rydell lost this thing when he was on his way to Joburg, this little handheld. And I sent him a message on IG and I said, bro, we're not using it at the moment. Let me know. I'll overnight it for you and you can send it back at a later date. Didn't reply to that message. I think I sent him another message, hasn't responded to my... So I don't know if he's mad at me or mad at us. I don't know. But yeah, I think... remember I made mention of IFX where I said... I can't remember. I didn't throw jabs at Rydell. I just said IFX. I don't like IFX. Just straightforward, Peter and Acker, I don't like the dude. Simple. Hanley, his wife, that's running the show. Nothing wrong with Hanley. Beautiful, beautiful person. Peter, just not my cup of tea, Chad. We've said it. Ducks of the same kind will swim in the same pond, and he's not the same duck as me. But yeah. Can't say anything negative about the broker. I haven't used them. They've got all of their ducks in a row when it comes to compliance. Only thing I told you about was Peter and Acker that had a FSP enforcement matter against him and Thew years ago when they lost people's money, traded on behalf of people. So yeah, just a weird dude for me. And that is my personal opinion. I don't have to like the dude. I don't have to like the broker. Everybody's got their free will, that who they can trade with and what they want to do. I know some of you mentioned that he was selling out. I said give the guy a chance. It's the first time he went to an event. I think just being a human being, you're not sure how to react. Now it's like shit. Now I'm seeing all these guys that I've been exposing. Do I try and create like a wall? Or do I try and chat? What do I do? I think it's an uncomfortable situation, Chad, to be honest. Should he have gone to the event? Absolutely. The guy has been doing stuff from home. I think it's good. I think it's good for his own perspective. Could he have played it better? I think I've said it so many times, Chad, when it comes to investigative journalism, you cannot polarize yourself against anyone or anything. You need to be completely objective. And a lot of his stuff is very polarizing. And for that reason, being a very polarizing figure, I don't think you give yourself the opportunity to take pictures with these people that you've polarized yourself against. And I think that's maybe something you didn't think through. Do I have any less respect for the guy? Absolutely not. Still have a lot of respect for Rydell. He said he was going to come down to P this month. I don't know what's happening. I would love to sit down with him. Maybe it's a good... I don't know if Rydell's watching. Maybe it's good for him to come down. We can chat about it. And yeah. I saw what's her name? Sanos also took a jab at him over the weekend. I don't know if he took money to review stuff, but anyways, Chad, good luck to Rydell. I actually wanted to see. I hope the man is alright. Can't see anything here. I honestly hope this IFX partnership didn't ruin the man, because now IFX is telling him, listen, we actually want some of those guys. You need to go slow or whatever. But I don't think so. He said they gave him free reign. Yeah, man. He made it live. Then he was breaking down. He was crying and looking in a bad state of mind. Then he was talking. Gloomy. Saw on Trading Apps channel. Slashy, but what happened? What did he talk about? If you can just maybe chat a little bit about that. Just let me know. Hi, Chris. Can you please? I've passed to. Sorry, man, Lloyd. Have we not? Sorry, man. Am I reading the same message twice? I said just email support, or did I? Okay, I think I have addressed that. When you buy a VF challenge, what is the 20% profit share? Sorry, probably stupid question, but it's not 80-20. No, it is. So 20% for the company, 80% for you. That's how it is. Don't worry about it too much. Okay. Just got my VF challenge. Very excited. Good luck, my brother. It is exciting. It keeps things fresh. Let's just get some other music on here. Alright, chat. So again, rejecting us 200. I think it was on Thursday. We had the same thing. Let's quickly look at it. Yeah, Thursday or Friday. Was it Thursday or Friday? We had 2 rejections off that level. Was it Wednesday? Oh yeah, it was that a Wednesday trade. I took 223.55. Now back today. Only thing though is the 80 is looking somewhat bullish. Chad, when did we take those shorts? Was it on Friday? Oh yeah, it was Chad. It was Yeah, Friday. The shorts were taken here somewhere. Also, the daily flip zone was somewhere here. Yeah, it was this, that 8 pip. Yes, 8 pip stop. Okay. But key level here. Keys, I'm just going to run to the bathroom real quick. I'll see you guys now. Coffee is cutting through me. Bevan, sorry man, what did you say, Bev? Let me just try and see. 2G's trading, not sure if you saw, but Mamba FX joined the Discord for 1 second, then left. I saw the notification pop up in the spawn area. For real? Keegs, you've got a fanboy Mamba, but it could be any Mamba, Bevan. Maybe it was a spam one. Maybe Mamba FX is taking your trades and putting it in signals.
Yeah, Chad, so far nothing like on the cards for me yet, so I will obviously keep you guys updated, but remember it is a Monday. Nothing too crazy going on yet. I'll be with you guys now. Keys, if you don't pay the 20% extra for the VF challenge, what is the split then? Because it asks you to select profit share and then adds 20% to the price. Wait, Andre, that can't be right. Hold on. If you don't pay the 20% extra for the VF challenge, what is the split then? Because it asks you to select profit shares and then adds 20% to the price. No, so the profit share, if you buy it should be 90-10.
Yeah,
but if you have it normal, it's 80-20.
Yeah, that must just get fixed. It's with the new dashboard that's already logged with the tech guys. Okay, so Mamba FX, Chad, joined 2Gs. Let's actually go and look at the log, the spawn area. Oh yeah, but it's not the real Mamba FX. It says here Anthony Alvarenga. Yeah. Or is that the real Mamba FX? No, it can't be. Yeah. Admin. Yeah, no, it's a fake one. There he is. That's his name, Chris, but I can't think that this is the real Mamba FX. Is this the real Mamba FX? Bevan? Anyone on any one of his channels know whether this is the real one, if that's his handle? Can somebody confirm that's maybe on a group with Mamba FX if this is his handle? At Mamba FX. If it's a fake one, he caught the real one. Okay, there you go, guys. It's not the real one. So let me actually just nuke this guy quickly. Let's just nuke him. All right. Into the metaverse he goes. Anyone short on gold? No, you cannot be short yet, my brother. You cannot be short yet. 80 is starting to look somewhat bullish here. This is the daily flip zone. Right there you can see. So if you are short, you gotta need to hope that this thing flips bearish again. Otherwise, what we are going to do, we are actually going to this level here very, very quickly. So keep that in mind. Starting to break structure now to the upside. Safer buys for me, 23.30. That's the level I'm waiting for. And then even still, there's a lot of range. So don't think we overextended. We're literally at the daily open, so we have not moved. Today we'll subscribe my wife to get Chad, I don't know, is this thing stuck? Did we not get any? Oh, we actually did get 8,936, so it seems like I need to flip in between it. 8,936, Chad. Let's start pushing it. 9,000. 9,000 subs, and we're doing a giveaway of $10,000 accounts. Let me do this. Okay. All right. Neil van der Westhuizen, a firm champ. Just want to wait before I purchase one again. Think I will win. Okay, Andre, yeah, be positive. Any idea what's happening fundamentally with the Euro and GBP this morning? Just nuked Euro and New Zealand on a sell since about. Keegan, did you get nuked or were you on the right side? We had PMIs. So fundamentally, that is what we had, PMIs. So all the PMIs coming out relatively lower, showing a slowdown. Manufacturing sector slowing down in Europe. So that is what's happening. Always first thing, Keon, first thing before you do anything with trading related is see what's happening on your economic calendar. As much as we want to say that fundamentals follows technicals, no. A lot of times technicals set up for what fundamentals confirm, but it's not a case of the markets are driven by candles. Absolutely not. Candles are just a representation of past data in terms of price, but do not think that this is what drives the markets. This is just easy for us to read. This is what drives the economy, which drives global markets. So please do not get it twisted. I always find it very funny, and I don't want to mention names, but this one female mentor from the US saying that technicals, you don't need fundamentals. And I'm like, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. You don't need fundamentals. You just need technicals. And I'm like, okay. What site do you use to check your economic? You're going to use Forex Factory or FX Street. Both are good. But I thought yellow folder news wouldn't touch my trade. Who said yellow folder news wouldn't touch your trade? I'm just asking. It's still economic data. It's still reflective of the economy. PMIs are not necessarily yellow folder. Must be ICT. No, actually not. Chris, are you still on that running? I am, Andre. No, it is in March. It is in March, Andre. Just trying to build up back some consistency. Haven't done any major running. Only doing about like 38-minute runs during the week, and then about a 58-minute run on the weekends. So we haven't really ramped it up. Remember, I stopped vaping. That was the one thing, and I got off my anxiety medication. So mentally there was a lot to deal with in terms of that. And then also I got really sick, guys. Remember, I think it was a month, was it 6 weeks ago? I was down for almost 10 days with the flu. I think I also had whatever that new thing is that's running around. Because I told my wife I have not been sick like that in a long time. That almost hit me worse than the Cocodona 19. Is it the trend line specialist? No, it's a lady, bro. I don't want to. Yeah, let me not. Maybe I must expose her. Maybe some of you know. I don't want to expose anybody, but this lady was saying that the number structure, half round numbers, the 20 and the 80. She actually gets people to sign an NDA regarding that, but then ICT did this. So she literally institutional levels. ICT did an entire video on it where he goes through these levels, but this chick is stating that this is her doing. She found this out and she can't all of these levels, she said she found this out and you need to sign an NDA and this is a strategy. She doesn't use candles, this and that. Like, I've got nothing against her, but I'm like, girl, please. ICT did an entire video about these levels, these round levels. Like you can't, and this was posted 6 years ago. So unless she's saying, and I think this was actually before that, ICT actually did this video. He just re-uploaded it. So anyways, people today. It's not Tory Trades. No. She lived in Canada and then moved to Texas. Let me put it to you that way. That's all I'm going to say. I actually paid for a course just to see, because somebody said like, listen, this chick is raving on about this numbers thing. And I actually bought a course just to see that. And I was like, no way she was chalking the guys for a course. And then she was selling ICT stuff. Keegan, I'm not saying anything. Oh, Lennon Knight, baby. Young 35 rants. Lennon, thank you so much for the dono. But does anyone remember, dude? Who doesn't remember Steve Mauro? Holy. Luciano, please don't tell me you traded with Steve Mauro. Good day, Chris. Mark Martins. OTT options still available. My bank is giving me props to purchase online. It keeps saying insufficient funds. Mark, I think we're actually taking OTT vouchers off very soon. So you can just check there. But yeah, we're having issues with OTT. It's not completing the orders as it should automatically, and it's creating like a massive manual thing for us, so we're actually taking it off. Keenan, how do you Keenan, anyways, nothing wrong with the goal, but you can't say you own the proprietary right to something that was shared. Anyways. Yeah, Demlin, she's talking about here's the thing, there is validity in it. Talking about round numbers, half round numbers, and then the 20 and the 80. So we've talked about it. There is validity, but also you cannot clutter your charts to that extent. For instance, this was shared by ICT. For instance, if you look at my GBP USD chart, the half round number and the round number. So price will move in and between these zones. And then if you want to add like a further another level of zones, you can do, for instance, the 20 and the 80. So the 80 is also a level that you can monitor. The 80 and the 20, these are also levels where price can react from. So the 20, let me just throw a level there on the 20. And again, ICT shared this. She sells it as something that she miraculously, from a lot of years of trading, and that's why she signs NDAs, because she doesn't want everybody to know. And it's like, dude, it's there on the internet. Why not just tell people like, this is my strategy? Why sell them this dream? Look, she's not a bad trader, not at all. I'm just saying you can't say this is your work when it's clearly, maybe you found it out on your own without ICT's help, but can't take full credit for it. At least say I saw it from ICT. For instance, I've given credit to ICT for Asia highs and Asia lows. I've given him credit for this because this comes from him. Alright guys, we are rejecting that level. What is DXY doing? DXY rejecting that weekly pivot. Interesting. How's the 4 hours going to close? Still relatively bullish here on NASDAQ. Gold, let's see gold 4 hour. Starting to look like it wants to hold here, but look here. Still below this key level down here. Interesting as well. GBP USD, massive decline here. Not going to take shorts. I'll wait for some type of retest off that weekly pivot level. And then also Euro. Not too sold yet on. I'll also wait for some mini structure to form here before I short this on the higher time frames. Yen pair is getting clobbered as well. Look at that, yeah. Chat, very simple. If we're going to swing this, wait for a pullback, wait for a retest of that weekly pivot, and then we can swing it short. But remember, we're still bullish on the higher time frames. So maybe this is just a pullback and we get something yeah, a little bit later today or early tomorrow. But gold, I'm locking it in here for gold. Again, daily flip zone rejected. This is the daily flip. This is where the daily candle flipped bullish twice, actually almost 3 times. So I'm definitely looking for some short trades here now, Chad. I am locking it in short, so get your charts ready, gold. We're gonna execute here very shortly on gold. Correct, White Rabbit. Also, the narrative, which I tell a lot of guys, the most important thing for me as a trader, and which is most probably the most overlooked thing, is this right here. You can use any strategy you want, but this right here, this little block here, if you can understand what it looks like if the market is going to go bearish on the weekly, and if you can understand what your daily bias is, Chad, I'm telling you now already, you're 80% on your way. This right here, we look at it as something very simple. Oh, this cool little block in the top right, Chris always puts it there. Chad, this right here is literally 80% of your trading done. If you can determine your bias for the day, the rest becomes easy. Because you're not guessing. You've already established I'm bearish on the day. You can ask Neil. The first thing I told Neil, I said, Neil, you need to, when I started working with Neil, I said, Neil, this right here, I said right or wrong, irrespective of what my bias is. If you are bearish on the day, when Neil was starting to gain consistency, I said, if you are bearish on the day, you only look for bearish setups. And then he said, Chris, but what if I want to flip my bias to bullish? I said, Neil, then you stay out. I said, at this stage, we are purely looking for consistency in your trading. So if you are bearish on the day and price is not pushing bearish, you stay out. If you are bearish on the day and you get your bearish confirms, you take your trade. Simple. You were bearish to start the day. Chris, but what if I'm wrong? Then you are wrong. You are not always going to be right, but at least you made a predetermined decision. You already established a predetermined disposition in the market, so you are not going to go short and long. You're not going to get clusterfucked at a level where you get stopped out of your short, then you try and go long, and then you get stopped out of your long, and then it goes short. No. This right here, 80%. Keegan will tell you as well. Keegs, I'm saying if you can determine your weekly bias and your daily bias, you are 80% on your way with your trading.
Yeah, if you got the right move then and the right decision, that's majority of the work done. Because again, literally, we always talk about it. When you take a trade, remember, it's always, as this way again, that whole thing of game of probability comes in, is the minute you take a trade, there's a 50-50 shot. Now, it's all about trying to put the odds in your favor. So already, let's just say you've got the weekly decision right. There's already a 30% now. The trades go in your direction because you already had 50-50. Now you've got a logical reason of the rest of the week, the direction volume should follow. Like you already just start putting in the favor in your side the whole time.
Chad, I don't want to blow our own bubble, but you can go back. I think we've got about almost 400 streams, close to 400. And you can do me a favor. You can go back on all of those streams and you can go and look at the weekly bias and you can go look at the daily bias and you can see how many times we are correct. And then you go and ask yourself, okay, if I just followed Chris's advice for that day, and Chris was saying that he was bearish, and you're still not profitable. I'm not even asking you what strategy you trade. If I've given you, even with a 70% accuracy, the daily bias and the weekly bias, and you are still not profitable, then honestly, then I don't know. Because we've already given you the daily direction. We already told you that the candle is going to close bearish on the day. For instance, US 30 on Friday, even though it made a massive comeback, let's quickly go. So let's look at US 30 last week. US 30 last week, I was bearish. I gave you guys the analysis on Monday and I said purely that's a failed breakout right there for me. Very simple, failed breakout. It's a bearish engulfing. We took a previous weekly high right there. That was liquidity being taken. We took out a previous weekly low. I was bearish. I still told you guys, even though NASDAQ was looking bullish, I said this is as bearish as it gets. So you had the direction for the weekly. So if even that entire week, every day you tried sells, at one stage you were going to be right. Then secondly, on Wednesday, I was bearish. Why? Because we had that minor structure break. On Friday, Monday, we were actually neutral to bullish because we had a confirmed support. Then we broke down. Then on Friday, when was Friday? Friday, we were talking about this level here. Just looking left. So we were bearish going into Friday, but we also made mention of this key level, saying that, listen here, we've had 3 days worth of decline. At what stage are we going to pull back? And then we pulled back on the daily. But purely based off the weekly and then going to NASDAQ, I was bullish on the week. And I still said very interesting because we were already trading below the lows here somewhere, I think Tuesday or Monday. And I said interesting that we've already broken last week's low. But then the daily, for instance, on Friday, I was bearish again. Why was I bearish? We've broken 2 intermediate support levels. That was the first one. And this was the second one. Even though it barely broke, I was bearish on it. And I still said we've got 2 levels that we are going to retest. This key level here. And then if we continue lower, this is the next key level we're going to test down here. So again, you could have gone and said, listen here, 5-minute time frame on Friday, where do I get short on this? And I don't want to say, hey, we shared this level on Friday, but we did share this level. And I said I can get bullish above here, but I said this is that retest zone. We haven't retested that key level zone. And now it's just your job to say, okay, when we add a zone, what do I do? What do I look for? Do I look for a 15-minute engulfing? I think it's Kalen that uses the hourly formations. But do I look for a 15-minute? What do I look for? Do I look for hourly that is then your job to say, how do I get into my trade? Do I purely go off one candle rejecting and taking a squeeze at it to not miss the trade? That's the questions you need to ask yourself. But this right here, Chad, and we're gonna, with Project G, I'm really gonna drill this into you guys. I want you to really understand this. So me and Keegan, we're actually gonna we're both gonna be on the call, but for instance, every Wednesday there's gonna be one Wednesday where Keegan runs through what he wants to run through, and then there's gonna be one where I run through my stuff as well. So both of us will get a session where we both get a chance to purely be me for that session. And this is one of the things I really want to drill into you. And then also we're going to have the FAQs. So I think we'll start that from tonight. Every week there will be a registration form where you can submit a question that you want to be answered. And then we're going to send that through to you guys in the G's group. And we will actually go over that as talking points. Because the thing is, a lot of times it's the same recurring theme that somebody struggles with. And if we can address that or help you with that, then that obviously helps the rest of the group. Keeks, the thing you struggled with the most when you started, what was that? I'm going to be honest, mine was entries.
I'm going to say, but I think it links to that, and I'm going to say FOMO. FOMO, but in the sense with entries. So I would enter a lot earlier than I should because I'd be scared I'm not going to catch the move. So I was actually getting the direction correct, but for example, I was just getting caught in the fake out because I was like, it's going to go bullish. Now, for example, we're at the low of the day. I want the buy, so I'll buy. Not understanding that there's the fake out. Then there's that little thing. So I wasn't ever waiting for an entry criteria, let's call it that. So I would lose because I'm too eager, and then it would go my way, and then come back. And then the thing was, what also happened was after that, other than revenge trading, I mean, that's a whole nother ball game. But revenge trading, that annihilated me.
Yeah, that's...
But I also revenge trade a lot because now I was waiting for my setups, but it's like because now I waited, I had to validate that the trade should bring back a certain amount of money. So I was over leveraging my trades. So I wasn't giving them that breathing space, and like again, you'd be clapped out forward to 5 minutes later, go hit your TP. And you'll be like, what the hell? Then I would re-enter the revenge trading, and
that death loop.
It was just, I was getting smacked left, right, and center.
You know what was my thing? My thing was always looking for the most perfect setup. Like it had to do this, it had to take out this level, then it had to do X, Y, and Z, and then at the end of the day, you never get that perfect setup where everything aligns, and I miss so many trades. And then you get to the stage where you sat out of so many trades that you then almost just to get into the game, you take cuck trades. And it's like, oh my goodness, I've been waiting so patiently, and then because I haven't traded, it's like, I know this is a cuck trade, but I'm going to take it anyway just to get my powder wet.
Yeah.
And then you're like, dude, am I honestly retarded? No, we can't say that, but that's the question I asked myself. You can't say the R word, gigs. So, are you challenged mentally? I asked myself. But entries for me, Chad, that's if you wondered why I actually did all of this, this was for me. I did this for me years ago, where I said, okay, these are the setups that I want to see, and if I see them, it's not a question of if or what, or I want to see this, that. No, if I see this, I enter. Because it takes out that, I don't even know what they call it, that where you want everything like this perfect storm before you take a trade. I got the same problem as Keegan now. Okay, that's good. I want to be in a trade 24/7. Donnie, I think all of us wants to be. Me sitting here now, I want to be in a trade. I want to be in a trade. It's just that case of the rush we want. We want that dopamine hit, good or bad. When we enter a trade, it's that thing of there's risk on the table. It is inevitably, it comes back to that primal narrative of gambling. Like, I can get cut here or I can make some money. The bias that Chris was talking about is the key to trading. Yes. Chris, I was in and out of hospital for the past 3 weeks. I couldn't watch all the streams. Could you briefly explain what Project G is about? Sorry, I know you have probably answered it 100 times. Stian, I think check the link. Okay, but that's a different link. Keegs, I've chatted quite a bit here. Are you going to bedazzle Stian?
Stian, so basically Project G is our golden child. It is everything we've been working for. It includes everything. The reason we want to talk about it is a membership, and a Project G is basically the idea in a nutshell of turning you into a G. So we're going to cover everything. So we've got all our extra little things that you got trading, but we're going to be dipping and diving into a few other things around trading as a whole and finances and all that type of stuff. But that will be our prep calls. It's got educational calls. We will be, all news trading will be included in Project G. So all the major news events, aka NFP on Friday, those will all be traded with our closed community. It's just a way for us to kind of be doing things, and we have a lot more planned in future. So we are packaging our own indicator, which will be given to those guys. So an indicator, all of our indicators in one. We've got the stream alerts. So for example, the guys that can't make the streams, if you are, like you said, in hospital, you will literally just get almost like the signal, the notification of the trade. But again, you will be getting it before the time. This is a trade we're looking at, what our eyes are on. What else am I missing? We will be doing obviously events, stuff like that you guys will get, also to include it. So the way of giving back, so every month when you obviously your 750 membership goes off, you receive a 750 rand coupon code for Vault Funder. So again, what you are paying, you're getting the same value back as a coupon code to buy a funded account every month as well. And then again, as we say, all the other events, things like we do in the future, you will get access to that. When it comes over to, again, we don't want to just sound like the insiders are talking. There will be more action, but there's a lot of things that we will be doing and upgrading it in the future, which will upgrade. So for example, we will be in the process one of these days of developing an app. So we'll have our own app which will embed everything. So it will be an all-in-one type of thing for traders. So again, I don't want to go too long on it, but I think that basically covers everything.
There you go. Project G. Yeah, Chad, I think it's just something more direct, more specific. There's obviously guys that really want to pursue this as a profession, as something that they want to take serious. So it's for those guys, and also to monetize the brand. We've talked about it so many times. Currently, there's a big emphasis on our sponsors, Vault Markets and Vault Funder. Not that we want to move away from them, but again, as a brand, they can only do so much free marketing stuff.
Yeah.
And also we're not the type of guys that constantly want to say like, hey, Vault Markets, hey, Vault Funder, we want to do a big event in Cape Town. It's going to cost X amount. No, we want to say, listen here, can we use the offices at the end of the month? We're doing a big meet and greet. We're getting, say, maybe 1 or 2 speakers. and the event is purely sponsored and hosted by 2Gs.
Yeah, I think just to add to that, sorry, Chris, is again, that's another thing. We will be doing like events, but we definitely will be doing quarterly events. So the quarterly events will be meetups.
The big ones.
That will be the big ones. We will do the big cities. So far, as you said, it will probably be PE, Cape Town, Joburg, Durban. Those will be the 4 big ones we do. And in all of those, that's where we will also, other than ourselves, we will be bringing on other big traders who we do back and believe in, that we'll almost do mini boot camps with, all these type of things.
Yeah.
So not only you're going to get access to us, you're going to get access to other traders as well. So there's a lot, there's a lot that's planned. It's really a thing of growing the community.
With regards to the code, when will we be receiving it? Stefan, you will be receiving it today. Unfortunately, I had to do that registration list for the guys because some of you used the email that was not registered with your Vault Funder account, because that coupon is getting emailed directly from Vault Funder, and that coupon is linked to your profile, so that it's not a case of that coupon being sent around. It's purely for your profile. That is value for money. JP, yes, that's the thing, as always, under promise, over deliver. That is how we try and do it. If we can under promise and over deliver, then we are happy. How many people have joined Project G? I think 30, Genko.
Yeah, so literally
Genko,
it's the first weekend. And again, the only places we've advertised it is to you guys so far. We haven't put out any advertising because we're waiting for the website and officially everything to go launch. But for now, it's been 30 guys over the first weekend.
You can. Genko, the website's going live on Wednesday. We had our final. When did we do? Friday evening. Oh, my wife was still pissed at me. Was it Friday, Keeks? 8 o'clock, 8 till 9. We were still sitting with the web developer. There's the Project G membership.
So as you say, we're hoping, guys, like literally this is the last week. So that's why we're doing everything manually. That's why it's a bit slower than we'd like. But by the end of this week, I think we should be up and running full force. And then we will have all the marketing, all of that out for it.
The PSPs, we're still waiting. Just waiting to get that approved. Ozar, pay fast, pay stack for the cards. Not going to do crypto, unfortunately. It's just a schlep, crypto payments. But pay fast, Ozar, and then pay stack. So then we've got all the payment providers, and it will be a very simple process. To be honest, some of the processes we're still ironing out. But it will be very polished. Chad, here we go. GBP USD. Here's my thing. Would I go back on my word saying, remember I said this is a valid short. I will not short here. And again, I wouldn't change anything. Even though it has pushed quite a bit, I will not, because more often than not have I shorted here and I've got clapped. So again, wouldn't change anything there. Gold, Keeks, where's your key level on gold?
Key level on gold, we basically sort of checked under it now, so looking quite good. But personally, I don't think I'll take anything now, because for me, we're gonna be obviously wrapping it up soon. So I'll look now.
Keeks, are we gonna fly somebody out this end of this month, Project G?
At this rate, I definitely think already the first. Oh, guys, and yes, that's the thing, guys. This is so much in Project G. Like honestly, there is. But Project G, we always say we're going to be doing this like, think of it as a rewards program, a loyalty program. So again, every month there will be prizes for the winners. So we said prizes where we will be flying guys out. We will be doing PC giveaways. We'll do whatever it is. We're going to do proper nice stuff for you guys to win. But so at the end of this month, we will be flying out the first guy for Project G.
There you have it, Chad.
So fly you out for 2 days or whatever the case is, put you up in a nice Airbnb or whatever the case is, and spend some time here with the G's.
I can get into the back end. Keegan, I'm just going to throw over to your screen. Just on this water. I'm still looking at gold, Chad. I'm going to check it now in the next 5. I'll check it now.
I claim it. Yeah, so it's definitely, as I say, guys, it's not that we're even trying to do it, but there really is so much we build in there, and there still is so much more. I think if we have spoke about it before, but again, not going to sound like broken records, and also just selling you guys something, because at this time there isn't deadlines for when things would be there, so you'd rather just leave it, and you'll see the value that's going to keep on coming to it. That sounds insane to use trading. You guys are doing the most for the community. Really appreciate it, brother. Like I said, so again, it really wasn't even a case of the money, because, you know, we always have that talk of, you know what, if you traders, you can trade and make your own money, which, yes, that is legit. But where it comes down to it is the case of when we want to do things, it's just the case if you don't have to fit the bill ourselves the whole time, the business can start to fit the bill for the things we want to do for the community. So, as I say, the bigger the community gets, the bigger things will come to the community. The obvious one we also spoke about, again, because obviously I'm quite fundamentally driven, and Chris, we've already agreed on it. When we do get to the point that we are happy with, and it can sustain it, we will be getting another full-on news terminal, and that is a big reason why we got Discord, was we can embed the terminal into Discord. So any of our Project G members will all have access to a terminal, which obviously a lot of guys can't have because it is just super expensive. So again, when the community is that big, that is a big goal for us, is to get our own terminal that our community will have access to. So as I say, it's just a case of, honestly, as the community grows, it will be things to give more value to the community and help you guys as traders. Only pay out the end of the month or bi-weekly. Nolan, it is 30 days. That should be bi-monthly, which is every 2 weeks. Also, guys, this is just something we want to talk about, because it did come up, and again, we don't ever want to act like it's hiding. I don't know where it came from, but I think it's something we actually need to talk about. Not something you need to fight with too much, but I think, Chris, did we ever talk about the rule with the live accounts? Have you spoke about it yet?
The stop loss.
The stop loss rule.
Yeah, no, I haven't.
All right, guys. So this is something we wanted to talk to you guys about. It actually came up recently. We honestly weren't even aware of it, but it is actually in the back end in the T's and C's. When the accounts are live, you guys have to have a stop loss.
Yeah, it's just the standard practice.
But what I want to say, guys, is remember, this means, for example, it doesn't mean a minimum of where the stop loss can be. If you want to trade without a stop loss, just go put the stop loss literally at 1. Put it at the very beginning of the chart if you want to. So apparently when the accounts are live, you guys are going to have it. But again, you can put it way down if you want to even blow the account before you even hit it. But it does just have to be there. Do just want you guys to be aware of that moving forward.
Guys, because remember, there is a risk team on the back end. So a lot of the flow could be A booked or B booked. So just be aware of that. I've always been very transparent with you guys. And it's not about going against the trader. You guys have seen the conditions. We've told you that the one trader that we're going to have on almost 300k payout incoming. So again, there's nothing malicious, and anybody that can say that Vault Fund has been malicious towards them, feel free to chat to us, but at no stage. Keegan, anybody that's used Vault Funder can honestly attest to the conditions being really beneficial to the trader.
Edgar and Chiclebers, I'm not actually sure about that. You will if it's the first time. I do know when it happens, you will get a soft breach, or you will get a warning about it. So you won't just blow the account immediately. You will get
It's
a
a
warning.
soft breach. They
But
close the trade and you get an email stating that you didn't have.
But what the guys are saying, which I'm not sure on, is when you enter the account, does it have to enter immediately? Like when you enter
No.
I think
there's like a 3 minute or 10 minute.
like within this period, you have to just set the stop.
No, it's not like instant and then you get no.
All right, okay, there you guys go. So you can enter the trade and then just literally draw that stop loss and pull it all the way down if you want to.
Alphabet, now that you asked the question, let me actually open it up here for you. Let's do a live little demo here for the guys on Vault Funder. No, it's not a case of you have to be flash when you chat. I just want to get the okay, let's quickly look at it. Vault Funder, let's get GJ, GA. What else do we need to put on here? Somebody was asking about EU. And again, that from the challenge to the live account, the conditions don't change, Chad. Rushe's got Rushe's in the chat here as well. Rushe is also quite a big boy when it comes to funding, and he will tell you as well. Okay, so let's do this for Alphabet. Haven't seen Alphabet yet. Alpha, let's quickly go to gold.
You're on my screen, eh?
Shit, are we on your screen? Holy moly. Holy moly. Okay, here we go. Vault Funder. Sorry, Alphabet. This is the conditions. Let's quickly. Sorry, I see. Let me just put the sub counter off just for a second here, Chad. Is it off? Is it on? The sub counter, is it off on my screen?
Yo, I don't see it on your screen.
Display capture. Are you sure?
Yeah, bro, I don't see it.
100%.
Yeah, unless I'm blind, but I don't see it.
The bottom left, there's text. Sorry, man.
Oh, the
There's
text.
two,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm seeing the text there. Yeah.
Sorry. Clean that up. Okay, this is for Alphabet. Honestly, I haven't seen you, but gold. We are technically looking bullish, so let's go for a buy. There's the execution, pinpoint darts. You're throwing darts here. This is there's the stop loss. There's the take profit. US 30. Let's quickly look at US 30 for you, my brother. Let's go short here. Let's do a young sell. All right, another dart being thrown there. So we've got another dart there, US Tech. Let's quickly look at Tech. We want to buy this bad boy. Let's buy it up there. Another dart being thrown. Just zoom in for you so you can see GJ. Let's look at GJ. Let's sell into this bad boy. There you go, another dart being thrown there on GJ. GU, let's sell into GU as well. Again, chat, this is just a demo for Alphabet, so you can see what the conditions are like. There's GU, EU, let's sell into EU, one-click trading. Okay. There you go. Alright, Alphabet, I hope that that gives you somewhat of an idea. Alright. Just close all of these test positions here. Chad, it's honestly, if it's not the best, top 3 when it comes to trading conditions. I'm very honest when I say that. I'm very, very honest. Is the live accounts really live, or is it still on demo? Jamil, what is really live and what is not live? Ask somebody that's funded, they'll tell you it's a live server. But what is I wanna see what you say is live, really live, not live. I think somebody asking, is it live? Is it really live? Don't really know how a brokerage works. Keegan, can gold reach the EQ today?
Definitely can.
Where is the EQ today?
2340. The area we said you got to watch out for.
Okay. Does that count? Okay. Sorry, Jamil. I'm just asking. I want you guys to understand. You asked the question: is it really live? Is it demo? Is it? What if I told you the top 10 brokers in the world, none of them A-book? They actually provide liquidity. What if I told you that FTMO is a prime broker? They provide liquidity to smaller brokerages. What if I told you that liquidity, A-book, B-book, is purely there to say, listen here, who's going to back up this trade? It's irrelevant. A-book and B-book is taboo, guys. People act like it's this. Okay. People act like it's this thing. Like A-book, oh, this broker, B-book, A-book. No. If the broker can back up its liquidity, there's no need for it to A-book. There's absolutely no need. A-book is just like insurance. A-book is for brokers that either do not have an ODP license or they do not have sufficient startup capital for the risk they're taking on. As long as they pay, exactly. 2 Tau, there you've got it. Rux, good morning. Chad, we are gonna almost have to shoot. We're taking occupation of the new office today. We're picking up the keys very shortly. There's still some work. Please check the stories. I'm going to update you. The office is the old Eurotel office, so do not think it's Rocket X going in there. It's the old Eurotel. I don't know if you guys know Eurotel, but Eurotel is orange, so the entire office... we should actually chat to the guys at Rocket X. They might as well just buy the office. The only thing they need to change is take off the Eurotel logo. But then the office is ready. So we're getting the keys today. We're going to get that set up. There's some renovations to be done. Studio going to be built. We're going to... I don't know. Does anybody know a good carpenter? That's not gonna break our arm and our leg. Remember, we wanna build something. Oh, not sidement. Sidemen. Is it side pot? What do they call it? Side pot. Yeah. What am I doing here? Is it side cast? I think it's side cast.
I remember it was plus something.
Yeah.
Plus
Chad, we want to build something like this, not that. Something. Wait, it's not on. You guys got this. We wanna build something like that. So anybody know of a good carpenter that's not gonna rip our legs off when we wanna build this? Because as soon as you show this to any carpenter, they see money and it's like, ooh, that Mauritius holiday in December on its way. I'm ready. Yeah, Tutau, here's the thing. FTMO has not ever once in the existence of the company have they A-booked. FTMO, you will go bankrupt if you A-book all of your clients 100%, because again, I've told you, I've told Keegan and some of the guys in the office as well, how can you A-book somebody that passed a phase 1 and a phase 2 in 7 trades? So you've got 7 data points on somebody, and now you're saying, flip, I'm ready to A-book this client, just purely based off 7 data points over a span of maybe 2 weeks. Tell me, how is that viable? Some guys passed the phase 1 and the phase 2 in 2 trades, and now you tell me you should A-book that trader over a span of 10 days. That's not even a week. That's not even a full month. That's not even a quarter. So the more data points you've got on a trader, the better idea you have of what the makeup of the trader is. So again, Chad, carpenters, I don't know. Anyone trading with XM? I've used them for the past 6 years. So last month for my wife, made a killing on it. Now they changed my leverage. Yeah, Abdus, because XM is one of the biggest B-book brokers. So if you're winning, they're losing. Sir, can we make consistent living from trading? You can. You can. Daily life, crypto trading. You can. Ek kan net 'n bouer kry wat fisies geboue bou. Nee, ons het klaar die gebou, Ruben. Ons soek nou net 'n carpenter. Marco Kamstra, the leaderboard is for the guys that are funded. So once you are funded, you'll be on there. Do it yourselves, bro. Keegan, what is your technical ability when it comes to... Somebody said this man's got 2 left hands.
Don't ask me, bro. Don't ask me.
Have you ever built something like physically with your...
Probably the last time was like a school project or something like that.
Okay.
Wait, grade 11, I had to build a bridge for technology.
And it's those little thin sticks, eh?
Yeah, bro.
Okay.
Hey, it had hydraulics and everything, but I had to build a bridge. That's about it.
All right. That's tough, Chad. Like I've built stuff. Cosmic Rue would know. I don't know if you were in our offices many years ago down in the valley. A lot of the stuff in there I actually built myself, but it is not easy. Like in your mind, you think something is very quick to build, and then after many hours, it's like, damn, bro, we were actually not prepared for this. Chad, sorry, man, it is Monday. We need to get some stuff going. We need to meet up with Shaq. I think Shaq is going to be in the office on Wednesday. We're shooting some stuff for the Ultimate Trader. Launching in the next week or 2. Landing page for that has also been done. We are just finalizing the prizes before we shoot off, guys. What's the email for VF support? Andre, it's support@vaultfunder.trade. That is the email. Support@vaultfunder. Chad, here's my question. For the Ultimate Trader, for the prizes, do you guys rather want cash prizes, or can we do something like a gaming PC? Let's say, for instance, 2 screens, an iPhone or whatever. Do you guys think a physical prize is better, or do you guys just giving money is so like, oh, you won a 10,000 Rand or whatever? But I feel like giving away something like a PC, giving away a laptop, maybe that's something with substance. And it's like like Keegan also said, you can say, flip, I won this laptop, I won, or this iPhone, I won. Where money is so it's impersonal. It's
Yeah. Like, it's not like money. That money will be gone in like a month, 2 months.
yeah,
and you've got nothing to show for it.
It will go something to help trading, like screens. Okay. No, I mean, no, we can't ask them then, because the big thing with this is you market it. Yeah, you market it to say, guys, this is the prizes. So you can't ask them.
But I think everyone there otherwise is agreeing the physical thing. So whatever we go with, we decide we'll obviously go with that.
Nah, not cash. Physical prizes. All right, we'll be mad. There you have it, Chad. A reasonably powerful laptop is a very good idea. Mobility. Yes, I'm thinking a laptop is good. But also for that price, let's say 15. We showed you guys for 15K, you can get a beast of a PC. For 15K, and then for 15K you get a rather average laptop. All right, there you go, Edgar. Light work for you.
You just gotta win the comp now,
yeah,
brother.
Easy.
Win the comp and it's yours, bro. It's in
Chad,
the bag.
Tech companies will gooi in extra prizes. Gooi it in, my brother. Chad, but we're gooing in the towel here. Gold is not doing anything here. Literally, this is literally gold. We open up here. This is where we opened up. We moved up. We moved down.
Chad, I'm gonna give you one little thing though. So just while Chris is looking at that, just again, we've been talking about this. If you look there, you got a low. You got a nice target of a key level there, 21, 23, 25. And if you look at that, your highs are getting lower and lower and lower, where you got a nice bit of volume to the downside to go test, as we said. So just keep that in mind.
So we're gooing to the downside.
The downside, brother.
Donnie Pretorius. Chad, we must still get Donnie in here. Donnie giving us this idea of the likes, and beautiful. Laptop must have Wi-Fi screen support. Sure, guys, just put in your orders.
I don't know what laptops don't really have Wi-Fi nowadays.
Yeah. All right, might as well just retire you guys at this stage. Just say like the winner gets retired. You don't have to work ever again. We're just gonna put in a lot of money into a trust account for you, and that will just sustain. You know, I'm kidding. Chad, listen here. Very, very, dead session, dead. NFP week. So get ready for that. Gold, I'm bearish on the day. I told you guys this level here. If we cannot get above this 200, that daily flip zone, I want to get short. Off stream, I might still look at this, but I'm telling you guys now, very simple. I'm looking for a break. I'm looking for a retest, and I'm looking for a rebreak. So if you go on the Discord, let me show you guys here, so you cannot say, hey, Chris left us hanging here.
I'm just saying, the guys that are on Prodigy, Chris will keep you updated.
Yes, but also I don't want the guys that are on here that was
they
with
were,
us.
but I'm just saying, if it is taken, they will know.
Oh yeah, they will know. They will know. So I'm literally looking for this market structure A. I'm looking for that break. I'm looking for that retest, and I'm looking for that rebreak. A continuation sell setup. Very, very simple. This is all I'm looking for. Screenshot this, and again, that is what I'm looking at. So the rest for me, we're already at the low of the session. I'm not going to face too much. But yeah, Chad, that is and the short of it. Okay, great stream. Boys rushing me. Before the stream started, they said we still have some stuff to do afterwards. And they're like, yeah, Chris, you always stream so late. Chris, do you think it's worth giving that 5-minute strategy a shot? Kaylin, what strategy is that? The US 31? No, not at this stage. What's DXY on Vault? No, it's not a tradable instrument on Vault. Very few guys have it. Ek gaan vir jou hoor iemand. Okay, thanks Ruben. Chad, Keegs, any closing remarks? You were quite busy here this morning. Keegan said he's making up for that during NYSE.
Yeah, guys, as I say, we're very, very busy on this side of things right now. But again, market's dead. I'm being very specific with the entries we want. So again, for myself, just taking notes of it. Again, I would even consider that sell that we spoke about now. So I'm also going to keep my eye on that. But otherwise, I'm going to keep locked in for New York. We've got a very, very busy week. And keeping in mind that we do have PMI coming out today. So going to be interesting. Definitely hoping that can bring some volume to New York session. So I'll see you guys there.
Chad, thank you so much. 9K not hit, unfortunately, but we will get there. And I just want to thank each and every one of you joining us here today. Really, really awesome seeing all of you guys here. Safe. New week. Take it easy. We're going to settle into it. And peace and love, baby. We will see you guys at 3 for Wall Street sessions with Keegs and Jev. Peace and love, baby. Let's go.